Okay, this is the default setting for the temperature controller. This is how it comes from the factory. So what you want to do is press out the first and the second button. You want to hold them for 1, 2, 3 seconds. And then the first one is the scroll. You're going to scroll all the way to the end until you see lock. On lock, the middle button is the shift. You're going to shift and it'll blink. You can go up or down, we'll turn it to on or off. So once it's on lock, you're going to press the first button, it'll set lock off. You can't make any changes until this lock is set off. So this is the first thing you have to take care of. Or if it's already enabled, make sure it's already been disabled. Now you can scroll and you're going to come into a menu that's going to be called HSC. HSC means this is the maximum temperature that can be set. So for yours, the default comes 100 from the factory. So on the hybrid machine, you're going to need to set this to about 130 would be the max. The nominal temperature for curing our F130 ink is 120. So direct-to fabric, the really heavy knit material, you'll want to set to 120. So once that's set, you can go to press and hold the first button and it'll take you back. Now, after I set that, you see this went to 0. All your user settings will go back to setting to 0. So you see the SV1 is turned off. Here you're going to go shift and you're going to move this to your temperature. So if you see, if I go to max, if I go all the way up, it'll say the max is 130 because I set that high limit to 130. So in this case, I'm going to go to 120. Pressing shift, by the way, scrolls down each digit. So press the first button to set it. Now this will turn the temperature to the set temperature to the 120. So you'll see, because I set it here, this is turned off. This is actually my idle temperature. So you actually don't want this to be set at 120. See how this light turns on? That means the heater is being turned on, and it's going to try to slowly come from 39 to 120. Now remember, this is my idle temperature, so you don't want this to be set at this high temperature at this setting. So I'm going to quickly go to shift. You probably want this set to something like maybe 60, maybe 70 at the most. I'll set it to 60. This is your warm-up temperature. So the machine will heat until it gets to 60 degrees Celsius, and this is going to be like your idle temperature. So the machine is always kind of warmed up, ready to go during printing. So now to get to your print mode, you saw before I did the 2 outside. To set your SV2 temperature, you're going to press and hold the first option, and then you're going to see it says SV2. So this is your print temperature. This is where you're going to set the 120. You press and hold the first button until it clears. Now you see it went away. So that SV2 is only going to turn on when the printer starts printing. You're going to see a light here. It's going to say SV2, and then it's going to go to that secondary print temperature. At this setting, this is correct. Those all your settings are how you want to be able to print. So if you ever want to set that print temperature, you have to remember you have to set it by holding the first button and set that temperature here. This is your print set temperature. And then to get out of it, you just hold 1 and it goes back. Okay, I hope this helped. Thanks.